I'm gonna hold the board because it keeps falling with the wind here. All right, so we gotta start from the basics always. All right, this is simple physics, very, very basic science. Einstein, everything is energy. It is really, really the foundation of everything. You understand energy, okay? You wanna understand it, you wanna master energy, how it works, in order to understand how your body works, how disease works, okay, how feelings work, and how everything, how you create your own reality. It starts with your thoughts in your mind, and your thoughts are going to generate emotions. What's emotions? So, emotions is energy in motion. Simple. Einstein teachings, okay? I don't know, can you see here? All right. So by understanding this basic fact, you will start having the awareness that if you have a negative thought, it's going to generate a negative emotion. And if you have a positive thought, it's going to generate a positive emotion. Why is this important? Why is it I'm such a preacher, and everybody who knows me knows how positive I am, and how I raise awareness with people around me to focus on your thoughts and to stay positive and to practice mindfulness, meditation, prayer, grounding. It's a holistic approach. Okay, it's a holistic approach. Some people are natural positive, they're designed that way, they're always laughing and smiling, like myself, no matter what's going on. But other people, you have to work to achieve this, and that's okay as long as you have awareness and you have the tools. Okay, this is investing in yourself. This is you investing in yourself by learning. You gotta learn before you earn. Like, this is the basics. So let's go back to the thoughts. So thoughts are generated in your mind. Okay, so your mind is your computer. Okay, and it's going to cause the emotions from your heart, right? You feel the emotions in your heart. So one important thing that you need to understand, the difference between your mind and your heart. So we're electric beings, okay? Your heart electromagnetic field is 5,000 stronger than your mind. Let that sink in. So it's 5,000 more powerful than your mind. And it is, so what you feel, what you generate, okay, in your heart, it's gonna go out. So follow these orange arrows in all directions, okay? 3 feet. So 3 feet in all your areas. So what you're feeling in your heart, it's going to affect up to 3 feet outwards. And whoever is standing in that 3 feet circumference is going to be affected. So why is this important? If you are with someone within this 3 feet diameter, okay, this 3 feet area, and that someone is negative, so that someone has negative, let's see if I can hold this, that someone is having negative thoughts, all right, that someone with his or her negative thoughts is generating negative emotions in their heart. And remember, the heart is 5,000 more powerful, and that person is emitting up to 3 feet, okay, that negative energy. If you are standing in that circumference of that person, of that negative field, you are going to be affected. You are going to be absorbing that. And that's why it's super important to be mindful who you're surrounding yourself with. all right? Because you are an emotional being, an energetic being, and you're a sponge, okay? You're absorbing all these energies. That's why they say you are your number 5 circle people in your circle. You become that because who you surround yourself on a daily basis, who you hang out with, is the type of energy that you are going to absorb and become. So you want to be mindful of that. What type of energetic being do you want to be? Do you want to be healthy or do you want to be a sick person? Do you want to be athletic and strong or do you want to be weak and fragile? Do you want to be wealthy or do you want to be poor? Do you want to be overweight and unhealthy or do you want to be healthy and fit? These will be affected and determined according to the people around you. So me personally, I choose to be healthy. I choose to be abundant. I choose to be love frequency. So these are very important. So I surround myself. And also, even if, let's say, you're an introvert and you spend a lot of time alone, which I tend to do so, it also affects who are you following online, who are you watching on a daily basis, what are you reading, what type of energy you're consuming. So even online, okay, that's being affected. So back to the heart. And so I gave you the example of a negative person. So that also applies if you are surrounding yourself. So let's say you're living with a partner and the partner is positive, and this is on a whole, okay, because everybody has their good and bad days, but we're going to take an average as a whole, as this person. When you think of this person, is he negative or is he positive? So if you're living with a positive person, this person is generating positive thoughts on a daily basis. And these thoughts are generating positive emotions. So this is the type of person that whenever you are in their presence, in their energy field, because remember, it goes out in every direction, all directions, okay? And it's go up to 1 meter or 3 feet. When you step into this person's aura, it's called, or energy field, you feel the love, you feel the positivity, you feel healthy, you feel abundant. It's because of this person's thoughts. And you want to surround yourself more with these type of people. These type of people who have positive thoughts that generate positive emotions are gonna give you positive energy, and then it's gonna affect your energy. So it's always vice versa. So the importance of the heart versus mind, it's 5,000 stronger than the mind. The heart, it's got the power, okay? This is what we need to focus on. Obviously, they work together. You got to start with mindfulness, thoughts. These two work together, okay? And you understand that it generates this energy in all directions. The field is generated by electrical activity of the heart, okay? So the heart is pumping, and the electric field is going to change based on emotions. Okay, so negative emotions is going to have this effect, and all type of emotions. Next video, I'm going to make a chart of different type of emotions. I'll start with lower, okay, and it's a type of consciousness, energies, and go with higher. So start with fear, hate, jealousy. There goes my board. And go all the way up. So that's another video. And it would be really good for you to save it so you have understanding of different emotions and energies. So how does this lead to cancer? Okay, and your cancer, the emotional part of when you get diagnosed with cancer. So you have to understand that whatever you focus on, energy flows. Okay, So you focus on, so let's say you get diagnosed with cancer, okay? And it starts one cell, so you have a normal cell, and you get diagnosed here, cancer cell. When you get the diagnosis, all of a sudden, the focus is on cancer, okay? The more you focus on, so your thoughts, you're thinking of cancer right now, plus the feelings, and naturally the feelings are going to be intense. But they're going to be negative, right? They're going to be negative. They're going to be intense of fear, okay? But intensified. What happens is whatever you focus on, attention flows, and it's going to amplify that thing. You're going to expand that thing. You're going to make it growing, and you're fueling it. You're literally lighting the fire. Do you ever like wonder? I want you to reflect on situations where one negative event happens and you talk about it, you focus on it, all your thoughts are on it, plus intense feelings are going to it, and it just amplifies and it gets worse and it attracts more negative events, and it just keeps going and going and going, and vice versa, okay? So this is really, really important that you have this awareness and the emotional intelligence, and learn about emotional intelligence and understand how emotional intelligence is so important, because it's everything. So you get diagnosed with cancer, okay? So remember, emotion, energy, emotion, right? It's moving everywhere through your body. You focus on what happens is you put all the focus on it, plus the intensity, it's going to double. The more you focus on it, the more you feel desperate, the more you're feeling fear, the more intensity you're putting, the more you're putting your cells on fire, the more fuel you're providing, and it's gonna spread like wildfire. And it's gonna get out of control. It's just gonna get doubling and keep doubling. All right, so whenever I experience a negative situation, or I'm working with a client, the first thing I do is I observe it. I mean, I have a system that I have mastered and I teach others, and I neutralize it, because the more I talk about it, and I fall in this many times. Don't get me wrong. It takes practice and learning. It's just like going to the gym and working out. It doesn't happen overnight. Okay, you got to learn about this. You got to practice. But eventually you master your thoughts, okay? Because that's how it starts. You master your freedom. You master your energy. But the first thing I say is, like, when I'm working with someone with cancer, okay, we got this. The more you're going to talk, so it's your choice, okay? Because I am just the bridge, okay? I'm here to guide you, but it's your choice. The more you're going to talk about it, so you start calling everybody and telling everybody, especially if you're referring to it, my cancer, the more energy you're going to put on it, the more you're making it grow. The less you talk about it, the less attention you put on it. What you're doing is, okay, you acknowledge it and you take positive steps to deal with it. Start making changes in your diet and your environment. Start making changes in your thoughts and emotions. All right, start grounding, start being in the sunshine. I've got a whole protocol for this. All right, but remember, every time you're on that phone and you're retelling the story and you're feeling, and this is especially, okay, for passionate people, cultures like Malta, because this is where I'm from, Italians, Latinos. You know how, like, we speak with passion and intensify, and we're so dramatic, right? Guess what? These people are intensifying a situation without knowing, because we are not taught all this, right? So it is super, super important that you have this awareness. you do not want to make it personal. You don't want to make it my cancer. No. You want to focus on, because then you're owning it, right? You're making it become. I had a session with a client with cancer, and it was very fascinating and sad at the same time, but fascinating to understand the root that his cancer came during times when he felt really lonely, and he was felt alone, and he developed this cancer as a companion. As a matter of fact, he named his cancer. It became very, very personal to him. It's like his baby and part of him. So, it's like I thought, okay, it's up to you if you want to get rid of this and let go, because you are not alone. You've got a lot of people who love you now, right? You've got lots of friends. In order to let him, because he was a guy, his name, we gotta detach. No, you know what I mean? Because it became personal now. So the more you talk about my cancer, the more you're giving it focus and attention, the more it's gonna grow. So you want to, acknowledge it, all right? You acknowledge it, Now, what can we do? You want to put the focus on your immune system. You want to direct your energy on your immune system. Why? Because your immune system is your army. So think of, when I say immune system, visualize a whole army, all right? Whole army that's going to fight for you. What does your immune system need? You want a strong army? Well, guess what? Focus on strengthening your soldiers. How do you strengthen your immune system? By eating certain foods, by increasing the alkaline and the oxygen, making sure you have oxygen, because oxygen, cancer doesn't grow in oxygen. Cancer grows in lack of oxygen. Cancer grows in acidic environment. All right, so you want to focus on your immune system. What do your soldiers like? Your soldiers like to be in the sunshine, right there. Okay, that's medicine up there. See that? That's super powerful. You want your soldiers to ground. All right, so you want to, how do you ground? Take your shoes off. Go walk in the grass. See the grass behind here? Walk bare feet here on the grass, or on soil, or on sand, near water, rocks. Okay, cement works too. So even if you're walking on the street, it's gonna work. The minute you take your shoes off and put your phone down and you're bare feet with the ground, you are going to feel it. You're going to feel the power of the electromagnetic field of the earth immediately. Okay, as a society, we're so used to wearing shoes all the time outside that it's creating a disconnection. There are scientific documentaries and so much scientific research you can Google. Grounding or earthing is the same thing. This is science. It's proven that is a lot of people with cancer go walk on ground. This wants to fall. And they feel better. Okay, they did a lot of studies. It's amazing for depression, amazing for autoimmune disease, amazing for sleeping better, amazing for children, amazing for everything. I've tested it out. I've tested it out on clients. I've studied the science. Please go see for yourself. What else? So we're focusing on your immune system. What does your immune system also like? Laughter. Why? The more you laugh, okay? The more you laugh, the stronger your positive emotion are. The more you love, the more in love you are, the more hugs and surround yourself by love, loving people, your puppy, your cat, whoever you have. The more positive emotions, energy in motion, the good energy in motion is going to circulate, and it's going to feed your soldiers, right? Good quality water, good high quality water, high quality foods, juicing. There's a whole protocol, okay, that I share. Meditation, being in your faith, prayers, whoever you believe in, God, the universe, spirit. All right. So these are all, this is what you want to focus on. This is what you want to talk about. You do not want to talk about poor me and the cancer so people can feel bad for you. It's another thing. When people are feeling bad for you and they're worried about you, what type of energy do you think you're receiving? Okay, you're receiving negative energy. You're receiving negative energy. So when you get diagnosed, all right, you tell people, send me love. Send me love. Send me high frequency energy because it's going to help me. Surround yourself with people who are going to make you laugh. It's all healing. I'm sorry for the wind. I hope you can still hear me here. All right, watch videos, watch funny movies, like whatever makes you laugh, you want to consume more of that. Because laughter, love, okay, unconditional love is the highest frequency. Be authentic, authenticity is the highest frequency. That's what's going to help you heal. It's going to help you. And vice versa. All right, so remember, just to wrap it up, you get diagnosed with cancer. If you focus on the cancer is gonna double and double and double. Right? And you want to catch this as soon as possible. Obviously, prevention is always better than cure. You get diagnosed with cancer, you focus on the solution. Okay? Because if you focus on the cancer, we're focusing on the problem. All right? If you focus on the problem is going to grow. Remember, what you focus on, energy flows. And then plus the emotions, it's going to grow, expand. So focus on the solution. Immediately, like, okay, you get diagnosis. What's the solution? Okay. Immune system. Your immune system is designed to fight for you. It's literally your internal army. How can I strengthen my immune system? And do all that. All right. So, but remember, when it comes to cancer, when it comes to autoimmune disease, you always have two factors. Today we covered the energy, the emotions part, and also the environmental part. Cut the sugar, cut the smoking, cut the drinking. And just like, yeah, you need the whole formula, okay? You cannot, and I've seen it on both ends. I've seen people who, because they don't have the awareness and the knowledge, they start juicing, they handle that, they get better, and then they get it back because they haven't acknowledged this part. All right? This part. Well, once upon a time, when I was dealing with a lot of health issues and I had a car accident and autoimmune disease, I remember this one amazing chiropractor said, you can have the best diet, okay, on this planet. You're eating the best organic food, and you've got negative thoughts, guess what? It's not gonna work. All right? Because you could be eating healthy and all that, but you've got negative thoughts, it's gonna generate negative emotions. Negative emotions, it's going to make negative energy in motion all throughout your cells and your body. Because remember, your mind is in charge of all your cells. Okay? Your cells are always listening. Your mind is in charge. It's the commander of your ship, of your vessel. Right? So it's important to acknowledge this as a wholeness. All right, wholeness. So any diagnosis, we're tackling the mind, the thoughts. So the mental body, the emotional body, stay bored. It's the wind that's pushing it towards you. Emotional body, physical body, okay, and your spiritual wholeness by having faith and trusting and allowing and surrender in God's plan. I hope this helps.